Hello and welcome back to this latest quick tip video about getting the best out of Surface and of course Windows 11. Today we're going to cover two things, that is Windows Snap, about how to lay out your applications on your screen when you're working, and of course Windows Virtual Desktops. Two great tips which will make you even more productive with your Surface device. So let's crack on with Windows Snap. So if you haven't heard of Windows Snap before, well, it's kind of been around in previous versions of Windows in various forms, but it really comes together in Windows 11. So let's have a look on screen and see what what Windows Snap is all about. So to do Windows Snap, we're going to have to launch a couple of applications. So I am going to choose to hit the Start menu. I'm going to type in NO for Notepad, and I'm going to launch Notepad. Now, if you're a Notepad user, latest version of Notepad for Windows 11 actually now features tabs, so that's really cool, and it's a request that people have been asking for a long time. The next application I'm going to launch is I'm just going to go down to the File Explorer down here as well. So I opened the File Explorer and we've now got two applications running side by side, but they're actually overlaid with each other. So how can we sort that out? Well, we can sort that out using Windows Snap. So I'm going to move my mouse onto the title bar of the Explorer. I'm going to go to the middle button there, and you can see I get a snap guide. So I'm going to hover the mouse over. I'm going to use this one here where I can put the windows side by side. So I'm going to click there to place Explorer there on the left-hand side of the screen. And of course, because Notepad is the only open application I've got, now it says, well, what do you want to do with the other side of the screen? And I simply want to click on Notepad, and now I've got both applications side by side on the screen, and I could copy, move, do what I want to do with any data that I have on there as well. So that is Windows Snap using two applications. Of course, if we open a few more applications, so let us go to the Start menu, let us type in WOR for WordPad, and we've now got three applications on there. And if I go on the Start menu one more time and choose Settings, I've now got four applications on there. So let's do Windows Snap with four. Okay, so let's go to that middle button, hover over it, let's put Settings in the top left hand corner, and you can see in the next window it says you've got three applications now. So I want WordPad there, down to two, Notepad there, and Explorer there. And now again I've got four applications split nice and easily, so I can use all of them in real time. Okay, so we have looked at snapping our windows with two applications, four applications. But there is another way that we can use Windows Snap here on Windows 11. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to close down all of the applications bar Notepad. So I'm just going to exit out of that. And here we have Notepad. So when we snapped originally, we went up here to the Snap Guide button. But you'll also notice that if we move the mouse onto the title bar and hold down the left hand button and drag the window, can you see at the top of the screen there we get a pull down? So if I move the mouse onto that pull down menu, I then get those same snap guides. So there's another way of getting those snap guides up, and again you can see there we can snap really easily. So Windows Snap is a great way of organizing your applications that you're working with on your Windows desktop. But if you are super busy and have had lots of different applications and things like that, you may want to think about organizing your applications into desktops or virtual desktops. Now the Windows Virtual Desktop button is down here on the taskbar, and as you can see there we've got a desktop one with our Notepad icon. What I can do is I can create new virtual desktops or virtual computers. So it's like having 2, 3, 4, 5 Windows 11 devices. So all I need to do is go to New Desktop, choose the New button, click on Desktop 2, and I'm back to a fresh desktop, and there's no notepad there open on the screen, as you can see. So I can use that now to open some other applications, like I'm going to open the Edge browser, and I'm going to open, we'll go back to WordPad. And again, I'm going to use the Windows Snap facility just to pair those out. So now I have these two applications working in desktop number 2, and I have, if I go back to my virtual desktop button and I go to desktop number 1, you'll see I'll have Notepad. So I can now organize the applications I'm working on my desktop using Windows Snap, and then if I've got lots of applications, I can group those in a virtual desktop and switch between those resources. So that was Windows Snap and Windows Virtual Desktop, another 2 great tips for you to be productive on your Surface device.